Well, it's summertime, I went to camp so that I didn't, my mother was in charge of the kitchen. She was kitchen manager, dietitian, whatever. So I went to camp every summer.
Camp Kinderland?
Camp Kinderland. I grew up there. In fact, I was there before I was born because my mother was pregnant when I was there, when she was there, and she was pregnant. But that's where my closest friends have come from.
Did your father ever come up?
Oh yeah, he came up every weekend. And actually, I understand that when camp first opened, one of the first years, he was the office manager there. And he was very involved with the people at Kinderland. Well, you got up in the morning, you went for breakfast, and then you had some activity, whether it was sports or swimming or arts and crafts was big, I remember. And that was the day. In the afternoon, after lunch, you had rest hour. That meant you had to be quiet. You could read, you could write letters, but you weren't supposed to talk or whisper even, which we did, of course. And then in the evening, they'd have programs. Sunday, we would get dressed in white with red ties, red ribbons, and we'd march down to the square where they had what they called a salute. And sometimes one of the groups would present something, or there'd be someone talking to us. But there was a bugle and drum corps, which my husband eventually, when we were counselors, he led. He was in charge of that. And that's where I met him. We were both on what we call the sports staff. I was the girls' athletic director, and he was the bugle and drum corps instructor. I loved it. I saw my friends. It was just, we enjoyed camp, except there was one thing they used to have where you had a bulletin board. And once a week, they would have a topic like some Jewish writer or something, and they would talk about it, and then you had to write an essay. And everyone had to write something. And I remember, we hated that. There was a lot of Yiddish early years, a lot of it. Many of the counselors, in fact, were Yiddish teachers. And, like sometimes you had to write your if you could write Yiddish, you wrote in Yiddish for the bulletin board. At that time, I think it was more of a revolutionary sort of camp. But now it's very tame. It's a normal camp. I think they believe in social justice and stuff like that. But my grandchildren have gone there, and they have also formed very close relationships with people.